I don't give a f about any content at the moment.
I know.
I genuinely, I couldn't give a f about content.
I know, but if you could put your
No, I
GoPro
couldn't
on.
give a f about content.
Hey, I'm Liam and welcome down to PPW. This ring has moved quite significantly, which means we're going to have to do a bit of maintenance and get it back in place again. There's me, there's Axel. Will Cruz is coming down in a bit because he's a big boy. And Nathan over here isn't allowed to touch the ring because he's terrible. We've got his canvas off. We're now taking his padding off. Now, we're not the WWE, we're not a multi-million-pound company, which means that sometimes we do stuff a bit DIY. And within British wrestling, DIY is usually carpet underlay. Sounds a bit daft, but it's got a decent bit of padding to it. It's easy to maneuver and roll around. This ring stays in this building, but if we were traveling around, it means that it's way easier to keep in place. Now, this ring's extremely padded. One of the reasons for that is because we have a lot of people that come through and they're new to training. So what I don't want is a stiff ring for them. So therefore I've got quite a few layers of carpet underlay, and what you'll see in a minute is underneath this I have a set of judo mats. You can actually see it here, actually, like a dissection anatomy of the pro wrestling ring. If you want to come here, we've got steel frame that's in here. There's an underboard that sits here, and then the top boards that are there. Judo mats, like the floor mats that are over there. Jigsaw mats, and then carpet underlay, and then we've got 3 layers of that, so extremely padded. We're going to try and slide these mats off. Now, this is the first time that I'm doing this. It might not work, and then the question that I'm going to have is, can we get it back on again? We'll see, so here's a teaser, let's see. Oh no, oh close.
Nearly did it.
Nearly. So the ring boards don't look all the same. Now this isn't us. When we got this ring, I wasn't there when we picked up this ring. So there would have been questions that I would have asked that Nathan obviously didn't ask. At some point, this board that's over here in the middle has been replaced. So these ones here are real thick, real heavy. That one's not. And you'll see what I've had to do to that to build it to the same height, because the depth is different on them. Also, there's a bunch of corners that are missing. Again, that's not me. But again, we talk DIY, and this is what we got to do. So let's start taking these boards off. I've had to build this up with some judo mats, like some really rubbish jigsaw mats underneath it, just to elevate it up a little bit. Again, we talk DIY, this is real DIY stuff. What I was finding that it was dipping and then going under the other board, so this has helped lift it up a little bit.
So a slight concern, Matt, is that we've had 2 snappages on these little... They've done pretty well to say that this is now 4 years old, and I don't know how much damage we went through, but we've had a few of these pop, one there and one on that side. So it'll be seeing, one, how they are, and mainly, I'm a bit concerned about our spring. Coach isn't as concerned. I'm really scared to see how much this spring has shaved down, but
there's a bit of a spoiler, I'm going to ruin it a little bit. It's okay, it's a little bit frayed as we go. As a temporary, I'm going to put some Gorilla Tape on it, but...
Good old Gorilla Tape. We'll just get a new spring, but no. Good old Gorilla, put some glue on it as well, that'll help, and some string, and some Pritt stick.
There you go. It's absolutely seen better days, but
no.
It holds together. No. Just has a centre bit that goes up and down.
The ring wouldn't, but there'd be no...
Look at him trying to find a reason now. Look at him trying to find any sort of logic.
I'm
like
concerned.
He knows anything about a ring.
I bought this ring from a very suspicious man, and I want it to last a while.
It is a replacement spring. Liam, your mate, did us a refix on it because it was already a little bit worn. So the spring's never been like fully cemented. It's kind of a Frankenstein's monster, if I'm going to be honest. All it needs is Nick as metal guy to create some more struts.
I asked that about 4 months ago. Don't worry about it. We'll get right on that. But we haven't got right on it.
I actually didn't say we'll get right on that. I never said that at all.
There's something to that effect. All right, I'll stop looking at it now, but I am scared about it. Okay, I'm stepping out.
Let's play a little game of what's under a wrestling ring? Rubbish is what's under a wrestling ring,
All
mostly
sorts.
from Nathan. Now, you can see here, there's some padding, there's some boards, there's a pile of rope, it looks like, over there. There's the canvas, there's some crutches that are here, there's a bucket for some reason, there's a bit of extra curtain that's there, I think there's a bit of extra curtain that's over there.
padding here.
There's a box full of stuff. That's another canvas, there's a shoe box over there, that's a DDP yoga t-shirt.
It is, yeah.
Turnbuckle covers, a box of tools that never gets used, that's a Batman mask that Nathan brought in at some point. Surely these are all extra replacement bits to replace stuff. No, incorrect.
Coach, oh, it's here. Pleasant to say, Coach. Like me and Liam couldn't be pals enough. Now we're not already in sync. Come on, put yours on. GoPro hats. Boom, we're cooking now. I am generally stoked on this, but it's not good for my hair. But apart from that, I don't know what that bit does.
It's to fix the GoPro into play.
This guy's getting very passive aggressive with me today. I'm so glad we documented this.
What does this do? Crap. Sorry. What are you doing? No, the ropes aren't tight.
Well, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to get up here?
Go up the ladders. I much prefer doing this without Nathan here, because when Nathan's here, we've lost about half an hour there from doing nothing. Come on. Here we go.
Of course, yeah. It was banned for 5 minutes. Yeah.
So now the frame has to move this way. Springs us a little bit further forward, a couple of things that it does. Gives us room around the outside of the ring, closes this space in a little bit, and then just frames us back in. Similar, we've got this spotlight that's here. Now this is kind of like in the same point out of it, whereas it was out the back, which means all his lighting goes off, and etc, etc. So if I ever need to move the ring, but like I don't have the bodies around, it needs to be a quick fix, I'll often just hit the corners and shift it by itself, and then we'll go and this way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, cool. Something else I'm checking for is just looking at his welds. So if you come around this side, I think it was maybe this back corner. But welds over time, they're never meant to be forever permanent. Well, I mean they are, but they're not when it goes under this much usage. So what happened is I was doing a ring reset, it was a Wednesday, and I came in and this entire bracket had like dropped off, and I remember hearing it in the session being like, that was a funny noise. But it was freestanding. Now luckily, the post was holding it up, so it did have some structure to it, but we had to get someone in on an emergency to fix that. But all these corner ones are looking pretty sturdy. I'm not worried about those at all.
This is why you got to take famous TikTokers with you everywhere you go, setting up the GoPros for us.
You put me on the spot now because it's not fitting in.
You've not been able to charge it.
Yeah.
You can't put it on the head mount.
0%
I'm starting to be suspicious of your. Maybe you're over the hill.
Yeah.
You're 27 now.
It's all AI, yeah.
It's all high.
I'm not even real.
Yeah, exactly. So Matt and I stand here all the time and we're pretty convinced he's not real. How much help are you planning on doing today, Will Cruz? How much you planning on helping? You got it, yeah? What's the first thing you're doing?
Ordering food.
Ordering lunch, sir. Legend.
It's shoved this form under here.
What have you done? You've put sellotape on.
Nathan would be a really good reporter for tabloid presses because he loves to sensationalise things.
Yeah, I do like to do that. I'd have been good on Jerry Springer's show back in the day.
Look at what's happened! Oh my god! Is this a thumbnail? Is this the thumbnail? Yeah, something that I have to do is at every step now, I will go on the spring and bounce it because I've done it previously where I've not done that. I've got everything back on again, and for whatever reason the spring is like locked into place, so then there's no bump to it.
Well, we've obviously.
So we've now got TikTok live going because more content. All I wanted to do was run a wrestling facility and help people learn how to wrestle. And here he is, this ridiculous. The GoPro's not even on. We've got TikTok live going. We're filming. We've been doing shorts and that sort of stuff. Yeah, we're 2 hours in now. We started about 2 hours ago. We're actually moving it.
Normally this takes you like less than an hour.
Yeah. Boards are starting to go back on now. So we've got underboards, and then we've got his main boards that'll go over that. And once again, I'm just checking that we've got a spring. So let's start lifting these on. We'll take this one. Potentially, yeah.
Have you not got a stronger bit we could sub in? I think I'd like to see you do a tray foot. Well, that one go in.
What?
It's going to go through. Yes!
Boards are back on again. We've had about an half-hour pause. Well, we've got Ashdown, who's like a pretty well-known skateboarder on TikTok. He's done some tricks. Nathan's like, content! So we've done that, but all the boards are back on again. I've got to put this metal sheet cutter cover this little gap here. They don't fit exactly together. There's gaps in it, but it's okay because once we get the canvas on and pulled tight, all that pulls in together. Yeah, if we can.
Sure. Because that's where the weight is.
Oh, is this going straight up?
We're gonna try it, yeah. This has not worked, Matt. This has not worked, Matt. It's absolutely not worked. It's nearly there. Look at what I'm dealing with. Here I am trying to fix this one. I've had to take an extensive break to do this, and then look at this idiot over here. You can't even kickflip.
Not anymore. I'm going to slap real hard. I'm trying to use something from jump. I'm tired now. I feel like I've done a 6-minute match with Raw Cruise.
Fucking so much.
This
No, it's
this is always floating, right?
a little bit, yeah. Is it completely floating?
I think so. That's proper wiggling. It's like it's going.
Yeah. That already feels like it's moved across there, which is annoying because we've been at this 4 hours now with content breaks, and it'll absolutely go back to being exactly the same as it was. Because this is either going to work and settle or not work, and I'll have a really bad time about it and probably cry a little bit. I'm going to try and move the spring back a little bit to settle it because I feel like it's slightly out of line at the moment. I'm going to take some tension out of the ropes and I'm going to pull it into the bottom to try and take tension from up to below.
So things are a little bit stressful, and Liam gets stressed at me most of the time when things aren't going wrong. So I think it's best that I stay at least, it's kind of COVID rules, 2 meters away from the ring, because I'm only going to probably make things worse, which is fine. Guess who's not paid? Have you paid, Axel the Clown?
I have paid.
You've paid. Will, have you paid? Should have done. Ask. See, that's what your problem with these worthless customers over here, sir. Why? What's going on? 27th.
I'll read my bank. So my bank messaged me actually at 29 minutes past 7.
Saying you haven't got membership money, sir, so you can't pay.
There wasn't enough in your account to pay your standing orders. If you can, please pay money in by 2:30.
Yeah.
Payment will be made.
If you can. What time is it? Great. It's 8 minutes past 3.
I did the money.
Great.
I did shuffle it around. Yeah, just cheers, Lloyd's.
Just so I know where we're at. It's moving.
Yeah, it's like it's on a fucking roller coaster. It's fucking not pinned down. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it.
I do remember last time that it was a similar thing, and when we built it, it did kind of fall into place. I know it sounds dumb, but I do remember the last time we did this.
Yeah, but then what's the fuck of us resetting it? It's just pointless. I can't fucking do anything with it. In centre's fine, it's this.
Yeah, it's that side.
Oh, fucking. And then we'll go from there.
I'm fully aware that you are currently stressed, but if you could put your
I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't.
We're running the ropes.
I don't give a fuck about any content at the moment.
I know.
I genuinely, I
know you don't.
I couldn't give a fuck about content.
I know, but if you could put your
No, I
GoPro
couldn't
on.
give a fuck about content. Anyway, new canvas. We've got underlay that's on now, and there's padding that's back on again. You missed that because Nathan had to film more content. And we're now going to put on our new canvas. So this will be the first time that it's going out onto a wrestling ring. Then from there we have to tie it down. But we are pretty much at the end point now.
And this canvas isn't any normal canvas, hopefully. It should be an extremely durable, hard wearing, and has been, as much as you can guarantee, at least a couple of years when we go through these things like nothing. So let's see. So this is our brand new canvas. It was an eye-watering, well, almost £700, which I guess you can normally pay maybe $240, maybe $300, $350, maybe for a push. But to be paying high of 600 quid is painful. But we have been assured that this bad boy, we said 10 years and then he's come down to a 5-year guarantee. We have a lot of wrestling and we did explain that, and he said that this should be good for 5 years. Liam will be happy if we get 2. Has it got a little lip on it? Is that... we don't know. You know, obviously it's been designed by someone who's a wrestler. It's got a lot of stitching in it, which I'm hoping brings a lot of strength. It doesn't feel so much thicker than a lot of other canvases, but we're hoping that the quality of the material and I guess how it's made or whatever, apparently it's the same stuff they make a lot of expensive boating stuff out of. It looks nice, but the test is, will it last? Because if it doesn't, I am going to cry an awful lot.
So the ring's back up again. Is it perfect? No. But is it ever perfect? No. But we have a working ring as always. I'm testing some stuff out, so maybe in a couple of weeks we'll feed back and we'll see how the ring's sat. We'll see what the padding issue's like, and we'll see particularly how this canvas is holding. But for now, that's all. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a like, drop a comment. What was the most interesting thing, or what was something that you didn't know about a pro wrestling ring? Let us know in the comments below. I've been Liam. I'll see you next time.